Or 300 plat especially.
Weeba. Weeba to me. Apple eating ASMR stream.
Boka.
What? And I did not have enough coffee.
Major story. It's actually one that
I actually poured more than I thought I did.
I wanted to watch this because Belluor is a game developer. They made a game in Unity. It's called The Pale Beyond. And now, starting on I think January 1st, they might be liable to paying to
Welcome back, cutest wagon. Wait, no coffee.
Per download.
Unfollow.
I had a coffee this morning. I was gonna get more, but they didn't. I don't have any more.
This is pretty crazy.
Oh, and by the way, what the outcome of this is going to be is that you're going to have to buy more microtransactions in games, and games will be more monetized. It's either that or the game is going to be smaller.
Once cross-save is a thing and it's stable enough to use, I might think about switching over to PC.
Developers aren't just going to eat this cost. This is going to be pushed towards the consumer.
For a long time, we devs have been feeling more and more...
Sadly, on PlayStation the lowest I've seen was 180 plat.
Unity. In a world where you look at Unreal Engine and see the march of progress, while Unity's technical people do great things, we do see them off chasing other industries and making business moves that are particularly worrisome. In fact, almost a year to the day...
Diff plat prices tend to differ depending on the platform.
Developers essentially having a bit of a rebellion. Today, though, it's an even more crazy situation. And I want
I'm watching this because I want to know a bit more about this Unity thing.
Former Electronic Arts executive John Riccatello, who is currently the CEO.
I'm having dragon spaghetti, by the way.
Shares, by the way, a week before this happened.
You by saying this, you're 6 hours into Battlefield. You run out of money.
Can you boost the volume a bit?
Yeah, sure.
And you're far enough in that that's going to be something that you feel
Is that good for you guys?
So he actually did.
Yeah, of course, right? Yeah, and that's a good point, what he's making. And again, that's smart. What he's saying is that once you're so invested into the game, then they can start nickel and diming you and charging you. Because
Boka
it will cost you more to get out than to just pay the fee.
Use an analogy of a paid microtransaction reload. Of course, that never came to pass. But
I wonder what kind of sauce dragon spaghetti contains.
That's the sort of thinking that is going on. Recently, he said this: if you're a 7-figure developer, you can afford $75 a month. True, but if you're not, you can just get started or choose for an artistic reason to give your games away for free. Or if you're a hobbyist screwing around or a student, this is free.
Meat sauce, obviously, but you use like chilies and chili sauce and crushed red pepper and cheese.
You get the full power of Unity 5 for free. There's
spicy
no
meat sauce.
No fucking around. It's simple. That's really what we're announcing.
Good for them.
Things have somewhat changed since then,
it seems that way.
Because only a weekend after Unity highlighted the performance of Sea of Stars, a game that's on Game Pass, getting humongous amounts of downloads and has separately sold over 250,000 copies, they have managed to...
Very carnivorous palate, I see.
Single-handedly create an insane drama for themselves and actually worry developers. And this all started...
Well, I think that it's reasonable for developers to be worried, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, whenever you realize that you're building a castle on sand and they could just change the agreement like Darth Vader, well, then what the fuck? How can you possibly, in good conscience, develop and build a platform and build a game on something that could just be changed randomly? And this is the problem, right? Is that even Unity, even if they undo everything, I think people still won't trust them. And people will still go to other platforms. Because who's to say they won't do this again in the future?
With a blog post on the 12th
I think
of
part
September,
of the damage is already done.
and it was released right at the same time
Could
as
never go
Apple's
wrong in Meat
big
Dishes
showcase.
FR.
I wonder if they were trying to bury that news in tech circles. The
That's
title
true.
is Unity Plan Pricing and Packaging Updates. Pretty, you know, simple name for something that's going to generate a lot of rage, because this is a update to Unity's licensing plans, designed, of course, to get more money out of users. Now, in this, there are some some more minor elements. As an example, they are removing the Unity Plus service tier, which was a smaller scale one used by smaller indie developers and perhaps, some solo devs, right?
Okay, that's
it's
not really
replaced
the
by
problem.
the much more expensive Unity
Yeah.
Pro. And while that may have a bit of a sting for some, where things get a lot more spicy is this. We're introducing a Unity runtime fee that is based on each time a qualifying game is downloaded by an end user.
Yep.
We choose this because each time a game is downloaded, the Unity runtime is also installed. They're basically saying, right, we're two products, the Unity editor, the Unity runtime. You'll have your Unity subscription that will, pay for however many seats you have that have access to the Unity editor, and then we will charge you based on how many times the Unity runtime is distributed, which of course means any time your games are, downloaded, right?
Well, yeah, they effectively install something onto the user's PC that tells them that there's been a download of this game. And they just want everybody to trust them that they have correct and enough fraud protection to know whenever a game is downloaded twice. You see what I'm saying? Like, how can you possibly trust them for this?
And they say this because, yes, each time a game is downloaded, the Unity runtime is also installed.
Wait, so let me get this straight. Are they doing this for anyone that...
Spaghetti meat sauce is underrated.
It is.
Spaghetti regular tomato sauce is overrated.
So let me get this straight. Are they going to charge people that made Unity before this change? Is that why...
Yup.
That's... I don't think that's fair. Because...
That's why everyone is pissed.
Aren't there
There's
a
a
ton
disaster
of
in
games?
Unity RN.
Aren't there a ton of Unity games on Steam that were made like years before this? And
Yeah,
they're gonna have to
because
pay?
technically they aren't charging you for having used Unity, but for someone else downloading Unity.
I don't like it. It just sounds stupid. I'm not that knowledgeable about dev and stuff, but I do, from what I understand, this isn't like a good move no matter how I look at it. Because I have business and management experience. And in that experience, it tells me you never make a move that screws over all
No
of your
one does,
base.
it's scummy, and they're shooting themselves in the foot to try to make a quick buck. Next thing you know, Unity is gonna charge $79.99 a year like PlayStation subscription.
Don't get me started on that. I hate that. I used to buy year subscriptions to them.
For context, the CEO of Unity joked around about making players pay for reloading on Battlefield.
And yet he made this move. Or he allowed this change to happen.
Yeah, the first tier of PlayStation had a price increase, it's stupid. Went from $59.99 to $79.99.
Okay, unpopular
If someone
opinion
makes
here.
a particular kind of joke enough times, it's time to ask if it's really a joke.
This might not be an unpopular opinion, I don't know, but here's my opinion on the subject of...
I quit paying for yearly ever since then.
Here's my opinion on the whole paying for any type of PlayStation or Xbox subscription. They shouldn't have the right to deny you online access. We're already paying for your games. A lot of us are already paying microtransactions. You make tons of money. PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 didn't require me to pay for the right to use my game's multiplayer aspects. How the heck are we charging for it now? And then another thing that I don't like.
That's capitalism for you. Charge you to access something so they can gain advantage of the monopoly.
Yeah, but here's the thing, guys.
See, they make a ton of money, but they could be making all the money, hence charging for things that was free.
The thing is, they're trying to make more money each year,
UO
year over
Unity
year.
pretty much killed their engine XSpit for use by large studios.
No, and large studios won't like it either. Because the idea of capitalism has run its course. Because we're now at a point where, you know how a tower stacks, like, I mean, dude, Alright.
Next thing you know, when I wake up in the morning one day, Unity is going to blow up my LMAO.
This is a tower, right?
PC asterisk.
This is how capitalism started, it was like this. It would build up. Right? Well, this is how capitalism is now. It's top heavy.
Some ordinary gamers did a good VID on it.
It's like
the new changes only really affect smaller creators. Big core get charged next to nothing.
It's like this now. Everyone at the top is making more and more money that is useless to them. Because they're never going to spend it all. Why are they wanting more money when they're never going to spend it all? You can get your 5th yacht, but that doesn't really affect your bank account.
Hey Boka love, hey chat.
Hey Pyro. What capitalism needs to understand is when...
What's next? We have to pay for Unity subscription and its yearly is gonna end up being $99.99.
It probably will.
Hi Pyro. Because if numbers don't go up, PP can't get hard.
Here's how to put something in perspective for you.
How is everyone? Hey Tama.
He has a yearly salary of 2.5 million.
Old CEOs need big number to get small PP hard.
Here's the thing, Lock On. This will show you how stupid capitalism is. At least
Lock,
for
what
America.
Are you on? Cause maybe the higher ups are taking it as well.
2.5 million for the Nintendo CEO. They make good games year round, don't they? Yes. Let's change this. Blizzard, which is a smaller company than Nintendo, by the way.
Wonder how much Xbox founder makes a year.
I wonder why he makes almost 200
Nintendo.
Times more.
Good games. Debatable.
Well, look how much Bobby makes. And tell me how that makes sense. Now, if Microsoft CEO made that much,
it doesn't. Our world is pucked.
That would make some sense because, you know, they're a gigantic company. It would make sense to be around that much. But Bobby getting paid that much as compared to the Nintendo CEO, he is over a huge company. And
didn't
he gets
Blizzard
paid
get sold to another company?
They're getting bought by Microsoft. And I bet you anything, the first thing that's going to happen, Bobby's not getting that much money anymore. Because that's what I would do.
Check the Wizards of the Coast CEO if you really want to laugh.
Well, that's a huge company. They're a conglomerate. I'm pretty sure they're a conglomerate. They only get $6 million. They're a conglomerate. So it makes sense that they get paid way less.
If you own a monopoly, you can do whatever you want with it.
Here's the thing. Monopolies aren't legal.
It isn't legal, but they don't care.
No.
Everything is legal if you have enough money, lol.
That's basically what it's being made to be. And I can tell you right now, Blizzard's going to fail.
The government isn't gonna force people to make a new game engine to compete with Unity and Unreal. TBH, you just need to pay the government money and they'll let you get away with anything.
That's true. You know what? You want
or
proof
be friends with them, LMAO.
You want proof of that? Just look at this. Used to not be that. This part right here, the life of the author plus an additional 70 years, it used to be this. The life of the author. And before that, it was 50 years. I can understand the life of the author. That, I believe, is kind of fair. Because they're still alive, they should get proceeds from what they created. But this part right here, another
Disney
person's
out
lifetime?
Here changing copyright law to protect the mouse.
Another lifetime? At max, I would say 20 years.
Now that's crazy, bro.
At max, I say copyright law should last 20 years past a person's lifetime, if that. Because that 20 years pays for if they leave behind children, and just children. Or like they leave behind a wife and a child, and they weren't working. Or vice versa, a husband and a child who like had an income from this.
See, they can't force government to change the copyright again, or there'll be fire. Then you're not gonna like the new draft coming end of next year.
What's the new draft? Let me see this. I haven't heard about this.
So instead they'll abuse trademark law. Next thing you know, Disney is going to deride someone else.
Alright, let's see what Disney is paid for. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, this is old. EU proposes a new
Yup, they
one.
switching it to trademark law so they can copyright things forever.
I say AI should just be banned pure out. I like AI. I think it's interesting and cute.
Free trademark law bypass equals free getting away with anything essentially.
Is it here? I'm trying to find. Where would I find this, Lacon?
In doing so it became their trademark, and as such cannot be used by anyone else. From what I gather, new law is 120 years after its publication is the new limit.
They're adding another 50 years. Here's the thing.
From what I can gather here.
Here's the thing. The symbol, the little mouse symbol that they use, that's okay. The little D, the special Disney D, that's okay. A character? No. I don't
That's
think
trademark,
anything,
which is different.
if the person that created it is not alive,
Typical Disney
and their
activities
direct
doesn't fail to
descendants,
surprise me.
their direct descendants are in their elderly age, it should stop. That's when it should stop. You should not be getting, like, there's a reason copyright law ended at people's death. Because it gave more to the reason why we keep having to remake stuff right now is because of copyright law. Because I can't make a mouse character. That's too close to Mickey Mouse. Disney will sue me because I made a mouse character. Like, I literally can't make him cute. Can't be a he or a she. Can't be, like, can't have, like, fun, giggly moments. Because that would be close to Mickey Mouse. That's Disney's. Like, same thing, like, it was a joke, but, you know, Winnie the Pooh.
As long as it's less than 30% in similarity, I believe it's allowed.
Well,
what's next? Disney is
it's
going
a
to sue
mouse
you
and
for
it's
making
cute
a
and it's a
dragon
cartoon.
character.
Instantly, that's over 50%. I can't make a cute mouse cartoon because that's 90% of what Mickey Mouse is a cute mouse cartoon. That's what I'm saying. If they get trademark, they could just create a lot of stuff and then start suing people. So you should never give a trademark. Like, I don't give a damn that that's your, like, main character. Get new characters!
Not even you're allowed to make a cute dog picture. It goes both ways. If it's too vague, you can trademark stuff either. Can't.
That's how it starts, Classic. But then they're going to probably make it where that doesn't matter. They're going to be like, oh, mouse character. That's Mickey Mouse. Sue you. I don't think copyright law should be as long as it is. Because it's
Mouse
stagnated.
character detected by Disney equals you get sued $10 trillion.
Basically. Because here's what's happened. Here's what's happened.
Why I live as a hermit, just helping out the wagon with my free time.
Here's what's happened to our copyright being too long. This is new here we go. New characters and ideas. Copyright links. There you go. New characters and ideas, you get lots and lots of them as the copyright law is short.
I live under the rock to hide from Disney deriding me loudly crying face.
Hush. Hush. Hush.
The world is screwed.
Basically, because the way it works is people won't make new ideas because they're so close to
like
other
if y'all
ideas.
Want to get on someone's case, do that to DreamWorks. So
See,
hypocritical.
I can't make a
AF,
show
honestly.
about a person with superpowers with a contraption that turns them into that, because Ben 10.
This is why the corpo world needs to shake and crumble to the power of Boka's thighs.
It does. Die joke aside. Whereas, this would, like, NFTs being a thing. Should never be a thing either, but that's a different
Thick
story.
thighs saves lives. But yeah, jokes aside.
But yeah, this shouldn't even be a thing. And I love how we got a tangent on companies doing stupid stuff to copyright law. Like, you know, Disney's at the forefront of all that conversation.
Also, we believe that an initial install-based fee allows creators to keep the ongoing financial gains from play.
Yeah, like Classic Megan said
Bro,
here,
if life was that easy, I would have done that to Microsoft, especially long time ago.
copyright primarily protects the rights of people who create literary, dramatic, musical, and artistic arts and original works. Basically, history chess, software code. Trademarks can protect the company's name and product names and brand identity, like logos or slogans. That's all it should touch. Copyrights that protect the person who created it are that. They should be that. They should only protect that person and their like immediate kin in case of their death. So like 70 years max is what I would say. Unless like extenuating circumstances, like they created it when they were 16.
I pray to God Microsoft doesn't become allies with Disney. Because if they allied, the whole entire world would crumble at their feet. Fr.
Let's see.
Anyway, just watch Unity's stock value tank as everyone jumps ship on them.
It's already dropped 2%. It's like
so people can use Mickey Mouse once they expire, but can say it's Disney Mickey Mouse cause Disney is trademark. Can't.
It's dropped 6%. Over the past month, it's dropped 2%, but in the last 5 days, it's dropped 5%. Almost 6%.
Wouldn't surprise if PS stock crash and burn.
You want to see a stock crashing and burning? I don't know how it went up.
The invisible hand of the market says, "Get owned, idiot."
What did they?
Long may Unity rot for its failure.
I think people are buying it up right now because they want to.
They can't use Mickey Mouse
bet on it
because Disney
failing.
made Mickey Mouse the logo of their animation studio, so it's a trademark now.
It's dropped 10% over the last
'cause of them
6
increasing
months.
the yearly subscription prices. PS up their yearly by 20.
I'm not going to keep Disney
Also,
in the
let's
key.
hunt the Unity CEO for sport. Should I get the s'mores?
Get the s'mores.
That's how they are intended. Classic. but give a lawyer a couple of million and the law's intention goes out the window.
Revenue share.
All right, let's go to this
Welcome
video.
back, everyone. It's a roundup episode today, and I've got fantastic stories
Failure
for you.
is my tech
Starfield,
news.
it's actually got some pretty major features coming. Also, Overwatch 2 is now no longer the worst game on Steam. Pretty incredible news. We've got something kind of significant going on at Respawn Entertainment.
Also,
and
didn't
the
know
world of
you
Square
can cut
Enix.
walls
First,
to
though,
get into
I think
certain
we've got to dive
bases.
into the Starfield news. DLSS is coming to
In Starfield.
at some sort of undefined
Yeah,
point.
you
Law
can
and justice,
cut the
my
walls.
butt. Disney just gotta pay lawyers to deride on PPL without worrying about consequences.
But I think with the large public
Yeah.
outcry and also modders doing what they can to get DLSS
I just don't
into the
understand.
game, I think they certainly did feel the pressure. So now that the game
But then
has been officially out for a week,
You guys want to know something crazy? You know something crazy that shows you how bad the American mindset works and like the laws? Cars used to be a luxury. Like, it used to be...
Not to mention, don't know
people
if you heard,
first,
but Disney might be forced
like,
to
you
shut
used to
down
be
its
able to walk
Florida
on the
Disney
road
World.
whenever you wanted. The road wasn't called the road. It was called the traffic lane. Like, people walked on it. Like, there was no such thing as sidewalks. And cars drove on them for rich people. One day, a rich person ran over a kid who was in the street. Sorry, not street, in the passage lane. Because everywhere was called passage. Like, you could walk on it. And rich guy killed a kid because he was in a hurry. You're driving a car, sir. And the car companies paid the newspapers. This shows you how bad the newspapers and the news in general is, unless it's on YouTube.
Once you rich fines are
can't-
just acceptable losses.
Yeah. No, he never had to pay a fine because
Yes.
the
The
car
birth of
companies...
jaywalking.
Yeah. The car companies paid newspapers to say he was jaywalking. So you can't walk on the street or you're a jay. So that's why
It was a way to
today
shame
we
it
have
into being the
roads.
kid's fault.
Yeah.
And money
you wanna know
back
what's
then
worse?
was super scarce.
You want to know what's worse? Every other country is going the route of the railroad, which is the smarter option by far. You see how Japan is? Super clean. They have bullet trains. You can get from one end of the country to the other in like a few days, like a day or two. And it's quiet. Now look at American trains. Bah, 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 bah. That's the noise. That's the noise you get. Super like...
The last public beheading was in France was for a pig who killed a child. Even today we're all slaves to capitalism. Just gotta pay money to solve our whole life problems next
and people
level.
say we're more free. Technically we are, if you go like super technical. But
To
when
be
you
fair,
look at the
they are
overall things
completely
we
different
trade
cultures that value
we're not.
completely different things. Not every country. Unfortunately, a ton of us get pucked over to do things the same way the US does.
for it. Well, yeah, a few countries have gotten screwed over, but like...
Oh yes, American trains that are 200 years old versus Japan's 40-year-old.
Yeah. And you know what's bad?
In some way we're not free.
You know what's really bad? New York would probably be cleaner if they went the train route. Like, New York would not be smog capital of the world.
No
if they
country
had
is free.
Trains.
They've got a plan for some
You
immediate
get paid to live
fixes.
in Sweden.
They've got their first major update. There's a small hot fix for some
So I don't know
top
about that
issues.
lock-on.
After that, though, Bethesda have said there are going to be
POV,
regular updates.
me on
that
my
have
way to
top
bomb Disney
community
offices.
features.
Ah,
What
let's
are
not
these?
talk about
Well,
that.
one of them is brightness and contrast controls. Yes, it's insane that the game did not ship with that.
LOL.
Absolutely, it should have, and you can really feel that those would have. I mean, honestly, are kind of needed to get a good image. So that's a bit insane. Also, a HDR calibration menu, of course, HDR because TVs only sometimes properly meet HDR.
One of those
standards,
Norwegian
even when they
countries, either
advertise
Norway,
being
Sweden,
HDR.
or the other
You
one.
combine that with bad game support for HDR, and oftentimes
You get paid to live
HDR
in
actually
Sweden,
ends up being an
but you
awful
also
customer
have a over
experience. So that's
50%
good.
tax
Also,
rate.
an FOV slider, so that'll be good. NVIDIA DLSS support for PC, 32:9 ultra-wide support for PC, and an eat button for food. Gotta say though, right? The FOV slider, it's not bracketed as being PC. To me, that certainly is interesting because they did talk about improved like performance.
You
and stuff
also
like
get
that.
money for call girls
You know,
as part of
different
welfare
devices. Of
/
course, if you broaden out that FOV in console, you're going to have the game being a bit more, a bit harder to run. So I do wonder what that's going to be like. Certainly, though, the FOV on console, man, it is tight, and I'm glad that there's cross-promotion.
Well, at least I now know you guys would all love my series if I ever finish writing them.
Immediately, we'd love to do it in the future, like City
And get to live
Maps.
lavish in some
Again,
regards.
that City Maps did not ship with this game is honestly kind of mental, but it is what it is. Clearly, they ended up having to ship. They've said, though, that any, blockers and stability bugs are the things they'll be focusing on
Norway
first.
or Sweden
So,
also
overall,
has
then,
kids
this
on their
is,
government to
it is good
represent
news.
them.
A lot of these features really should have been there for launch. I don't quite understand exactly why they weren't, especially since it doesn't seem the DLSS is the most impossible thing for for them to have shipped for launch. I don't really know. That said, there are performance gains in other areas. As an example, the latest NVIDIA drivers have helped. They're actually saying that there should be a stable 5% improvement in performance for the 40 series cards. That's after only a week of tinkering, so that definitely is good. And of course, one thing that probably I think did go unsaid, but everybody should remember, AMD, they're running both consoles, right? So them having a closer relationship with AMD does make sense when, of course, they're going to be shipping like on the Xbox consoles, right? Because I think, both Xbox and PS5, they're running AMD tech, right? And interestingly, Starfield being pretty good on console
like I said,
is actually actively moving sales. Of course, this cannot be extrapolated worldwide or anything, but the Xbox Series S fourth best. So this really is shifting units for Xbox. Meaning, Phil Spencer was probably right. Starfield is not some 11 out of 10 game that is causing people to sell their PS5 and properly jump ship, but it clearly is meaning that people are choosing now to pick up an Xbox, or perhaps are even getting
Also, smaller country easier to micromanage. Why some of the Western Europe countries look better. Not gonna mention how they pay for it though.
Review bomb. Now the review bomb, yes, it's a bunch of people in the West who are angry about the state of Overwatch 2. It also, and it's got to be remembered, it's also people in China on the global version of Steam who are expressing their disappointment in the
Don't even
state of
think
Blizzard
about they even
services
pay
and
for
games
fees
in China.
FRLMAOL.
There isn't one because the deal with NetEase fell through.
I agree with you
And
guys.
really
That is
quite
true as well.
shockingly,
You can
new deal
control a
hasn't
machine
been made
easier
to
when it
get
has less
games like
moving
World of
parts.
Warcraft back to the Chinese audience. I think they're having to play on Taiwanese servers now. Interesting decision maker. Take-Two Interactive has actually claimed their latest gaming success, NBA 2K24. And it really is a yearly theme. A new NBA game comes out and it gets utterly review bombed. So both games are actually tied right now for their overall user rating at 10% positives, but NBA 2K24's is much more concentrated negatively in a small population size, and that is kind of giving it its edge. Now, in terms of this just being another sports game, it's broadly fine. 79 top critic average, 70% of critics recommending.
You mean
This
like
time,
electric
though,
lawnmowers
it is a
nowadays?
Anyone that
worse
plays
on
the
PC.
basketball
PC players have a very
games?
different experience to those on
No,
PS5
I meant the
and
resource
Xbox
costs.
Series consoles.
For every
Because
country
the PC
living in
version
luxury.
seemingly
You've got to
has
There
be
is
kidding
another
me if you
country
play
dying
that.
because all their resources are
improvements that
gone.
are actually existing on the console version. And of course, as is the standard for many of these sports games, players are generally frustrated that they're barely evolving from year to year anyway. So not only is it barely evolving, but the evolutions that have happened to the consoles are not making that, not really making their way onto PC. There's also significant complaints about the way that the systems in the game are encouraging long grinding for anything that you want. What could this
Anyone playing
lead to? I don't know. Maybe it could lead to the game being
the basketball
riddled with
games, any of the
I
sports
rather
games
just
really.
see peace
Yes,
than
of
violence.
course it is. Here are all of your NBA. Stig Amundsen, he's left EA and Respawn.
Resources are very limited. Once you use it all, it becomes nearly impossible to earn them back.
Notably, he was the
No,
creative
none
director
of us play
at
the
Santa
Sports
Monica
Star
Studio
rail.
on God of War 3. So that's kind of crazy. Then that all went quite well when he joined Respawn and began working as the director of Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor, both pretty damn terrific games. And in interviews as recently as March, he actually said that this
I said the
really
sports
a series of games
video
that he considered
games.
to be a trilogy, one that pretty much has
You
like,
deserve
the
your
tacit
fate.
blessing of LucasArts as well. But now he's off to do something else before the third game is properly underway. Here's what was said after
Because you
careful thought
kept
and
supporting them, even
consideration,
though they keep
Amundsen
doing worse
has
and worse and
decided
worse.
to leave Respawn, pursue other adventures, and we wish him the best of luck. Veteran Respawn leaders will be stepping up to guide the team as they continue their work on Jedi Survivor. We've got no info on where he's going, but he is the guy who led EA on two financially.
What is this?
I don't play sports
Situation
games.
is not particularly clear-cut. FF16 is not necessarily the cause of this drop. Instead, it's the realization that Final Fantasy games alone.
Well, that's
won't
because
really
they have a
improve
monopoly on the
financial performance
sports
of the
games.
studio that
There
has
used to be
had
more
multiple
sports
years of
series.
mixed success. Final Fantasy is the thing that they have, and not every.
But
single
yeah,
Final
Unity was
Fantasy
basically
has blown
asked by the
doors
bigger
off,
developers to
in
kill
terms
the
of,
indies
sales
that keep
and
making them
critical
look
acclaim.
bad.
So if they can't translate
But
that
they've been
formula into
progressively
other
killed out
titles,
over the years.
like Forspoken, then investors are obviously going to be worried. Now, the analysis here is rather obvious. The analysis is, how about you
The
guys
only
release
sport game I
fewer
liked was
games,
FIFA series.
But, they are better, and you make more money with big,
FIFA sucks.
chunky Metacritic.
FIFA's one of the worst
And that is
offenders.
the sort of thing that you would expect to hear from a financial analyst. But the reasoning for the Square Enix problems given by sources to Bloomberg, they're actually a lot more interesting. Listen to this. Current and former Square Enix employees pinned
Not saying
the
you suck.
blame for
Saying the
that
game
on
sucks.
the company's approach of making
Because
every
everything
game
about the
project
game is
a
microtransactions
single
now.
It's a
producer's
cannibalistic
vision,
strategy,
right? A lot
where
of
they need
people
more and
who
more of the
follow
market share to make
Japanese
number go
games,
up.
Yes, they
Yeah.
FIFA that
follow
caused big
directors.
money
They're
laundering
very,
scam.
I think like top-down kind of director-driven.
Yeah, like
culture in terms of how they make games, and perhaps people are now.
FIFA
seeing
was the
this
one
as
I heard
a
about
little
first
bit
doing
of,
it.
a little bit of a worry. Some people would even say, like, yes, FF16.
I always
LOL
thought that
true.
FF16 is
I always
really good
thought
at
the
some
football
things,
ones were
not
dumb
good at other
because
things, and maybe could have been better if it had more effort.
you're not a
Also,
gamer
I
at
don't
that
play
point.
or
You
watch
just
sports
you just wanna
IRL.
play more
Why would
football.
I play? I bring that crap into my gaming.
Doesn't seem like it's been able to really engage players as much. That's all creative business.
Football
Unit 3.
games,
So is there
sports
perhaps
games
a
in
worry that,
complete
yes, they have all
general
these big successes around creative
are
business
not
Unit 3, but what
for a
happens if you're
gamer.
relying
They're
on the
for
same
someone that
people to have
likes
all your big
sports.
hits? Are they going to be stretched too thin? That's
You
the
play
sort
the
of thing
sports
somebody
video
would
game when you can't play the
perhaps,
sport.
likely worry about. So in short, there seems
I
to be
always
an
like to watch
environment built
football
on a
and
certain
soccer.
culture of utter style leadership
Number
that
goes
often
up
does lead
means
to
more
great games
investors join,
like, say,
so
Curiosity
everyone
3
gets more
and
money.
Yoshi P,
But in
also
exchange, they
has
need to
led
make even more money than
notable,
last year.
failures, right? Because basically, if it's a bunch of auteurs and you don't have great central coordination of like your overall,
I don't
And I
think
watch
video games-
MMAs too.
I don't think video games should
It's
have.
unsustainable, and they've reached the end of the road.
I don't think video games, in general, should be allowed to be publicly traded. Because what has it done for us? It's just made games get worse and worse. So what's the point? What are we getting out of it? And then when there's actual gamers on the board, they ignore the actual gamers' opinions. Even though they're on the board. Like, they have enough things, like enough shares to be on the board. Listen to them.
What you want is the early years of video games, where people made games out of the love of games.
Kind of. But it's deeper than that. There are no gamers in these companies anymore.
They never gave a crap about PPL's critique, that's why they'll always end up crashing and burning. LMAO
I
no
want.
gamers on a board is like, wait, can't say that on Twitch. But video games are a billion-dollar industry now, it's a business now, not a hobby.
But here's the thing. It can be a business and still be good. The reason it's bad now is not only because investors and stuff, they are part of the problem, but they are not the whole part of the problem. The other part of the problem is there are no developers in places of power. Or, like, developers don't have any, like, real choice in the matter. It's the marketing people that have the
You've
choice
got
in the matter
businessmen
now.
in charge of
Even
making
though they
games.
don't know nothing about games, they are given the choice power. So when a marketing manager says, I want the microtransactions here, here, and here, and the developer's like, but that'll make the game suck. Like, at best, I can probably put it here. And he'll be like, nope, I want it here, here, and here. Developer wants to keep their job, so they have to put it here, here, and here. When at most they want, at worst, they want it to put it here. So yeah.
I was in the middle of recording the video talking about the Volibear cards. You know how Neela traveled across the entire world just to fight an old god? But then, Riot Forge did it again! Out of nowhere!
I'm kind of
they just
interested in
announced
this.
a new game. And let me tell you, so far,
Which is really
every
sad
time
that it has to
happens,
be like
it's a
that.
banger.
It
We
is.
got Ruined King, Hextech Mayhem, Mage Seeker, and Convergence. All of which are great games. With Song of Nunu being right behind the corner, and now we got Bandletale. Not to be confused with Undertale. I actually haven't seen the trailer yet, which is why we're gonna do it the old way. But for that, I don't think I'll need legs. Well, this is awkward. The last time I didn't have legs was when I reviewed Arcane. So yeah, it's been a while, but why don't we do a good old classic reaction? So here we go, Bandletale.
Reaction within a reaction.
I'm just gonna let it play. Okay, pixel game straight from the bat. Oh my god. I know I should be like saying stuff and commenting, but alright.
I like the idea that it's made by some of the people that made Graveyard Keeper.
Do we have an adventure game? We got a Corky.
On a different note,
Oh my god,
I
that's so
like
much
that
fun.
they're actually making more
It's only a
than
minute
just
long,
League,
we'll dive
even
Oh,
though
yeah.
it took them a decade.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you don't like League, watch Arcane. Because that's Arcane for people that don't like League. I mean, that's League for people that don't like League. Because it is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. It's everything good about League without having to play League.
Moment, but
I'm okay with League.
so there is a main
Watch
Yoda
Arcane.
character,
You
from
will
what I'm
love
getting
it.
here. Is it
Like,
like a
I've been trying to
I'm
convince
a
my
masochist
parents.
who likes League. Arcane was good, though I had some small gripes with it. Gripes asterisk.
Wait, what gripes did you have with Arcane? Never mind. Arcane is very good at what it went out to do, which is bring League to a wider audience.
Stardew Valley? Is it a Yordlish Stardew Valley? I am kind of speechless. I'm sorry if this is the worst reaction you have ever heard. I am actually speechless. Talking soft. Okay, Yumi's there. People are gonna be happy about Riley. Talking soft.
There's a talking
My main
song.
issue, as someone who followed League's lore since near the start, they turned Zon into just poverty and suffering.
I followed it from the start too. It was a city that was split in half and is on the like lower end. So you naturally the rich people are going to go up top. So it was always going to be that. And then the Kim Barons stay down there to get away from the rich people's police force and stuff. Ergo suffering. So it was always going to end up being that.
When in the lore described it as thriving in the shadow of Piltover, with its own vibrant culture.
But they didn't take that away. Didn't you notice in the show? It still had culture. It still has thriving, while not the best type of thriving, it's still thriving. What do you think the Kim Barons are doing? Suffering? Are you saying they're suffering? I think they're
Finally
thriving.
something decent.
Please tell me it is a farming simulator for Yordles. Oh my god.
Plus kind of feel that's what they were building to with the firelights.
2024 even. I mean, of course, 2023 would be too early, but wow. I assume this little guy is gonna be the main character. I assume that's what
If this is
we
League
get a little
Stardew
order
Valley,
device.
I might end up playing this,
Now
guys.
we get into Bandle City. This could be Bandle Woods, probably not Bandle City itself, because Bandle City is kind of like a separate little bigger city inside Bandle Woods. It is looking at the construction and what's happening.
And it looks really
seems
good.
like you're gonna be making stuff. And then again, if you look at the placement tiles, you are building all of this. Are we actually getting Stardew Valley? A little bit of an adventure right there. I assume. See, here's the thing. Right Forge games have always been about story.
Stardew Valley
It's always
3.0.
story.
That's basically
Eyes,
what it
eyes.
looks like it's going to be.
Kinda like they are building the thriving culture in the poverty and suffering.
Yeah, like I'm, yeah. Let's look at Raren's new video
So
real
I
quick.
haven't seen any of the new Demon Hunter or Warlock cards for the new mini set with Yogg.
I
basically
deleted
taking over,
Hearthstone,
so let's
but
see
I
what
might
we
go
got
back
for
to it.
Demon Hunter. We all know how much I like Demon Hunter, so let's see.
I need
Serenite
to
Gambler, 2-mana, 2/3
post
Valkyrie.
it
If you've cast
Blizzard
5 more
again
spells
and be
this
like,
game,
hey,
give
you
your
want me to
hero
play
+4
Hearthstone? You need
attack
to
this
fix your
turn,
stupid
and it's
login
elemental.
system.
I don't-
Because it won't let
does
me
it
log
even
in.
have elemental synergy? I actually have no idea. If you've cast 5 more spells this game, give your hero +4
What
attack
have you
this turn.
done?
That's probably not the worst thing I've ever seen.
What are you guys on?
But I feel like it's easier to get +4 attack. The thing is that this is a battle cry. And if there's like any kind of like brand synergy or like some kind of effect like brand, this will get better, but 5
Drugs.
spells is not, actually, I guess 5 spells is not really that much.
Of course you guys
probably
are.
put this around turn 5, turn 6 on average, if I had to guess. It's probably okay. You would
We're
really
gonna
need,
watch
like,
this and then we're gonna go to
Kinda
Starvale,
sad
okay
all
guys?
this talking about copyright, and the poor guy who made the first Dota map got nothing.
I hardly know. Am I right? Okay, 4 mana, 4/4 battle card. Deal 1 damage for each card you have drawn this turn. Oh.
They're also described as symbiotic, but the show only shows Piltover abusing Zon.
If I had to guess
Here's the
at some
thing.
points,
The
I
symbiotic
could
part,
imagine
I can explain to you the symbiotic
Sadly
part.
reality of map makers.
I can explain to you the symbiotic part. Zon gets the tech ideas and stuff from Piltover. Piltover kind of just leeches off of Zon, like, resources and people and stuff like that. Zon gets all the ideas, tech, and other stuff. Thank you for the paddlies. But it's a circular symbiotic nature. Piltover gets some of the tech, but mostly they just drain all the resources and stuff. Whereas Zon basically takes every idea into them and makes it better. Or like incorporates their own ideas into it.
Boka the dragon now, it's Boka the preacher dragon now.
4 mana, 4/4. So you get
Thank
to do
you.
1 damage guaranteed, which I guess is okay. Demon Hunter could do better. This is a very scary text, man, because if there's ever a good enough draw, like you just pop off. I don't know if Skull
LMAO.
is still in standard. I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I never see it anymore. But Demon Hunter is like, I say it all the time. they're the class that doesn't spend mana, and they draw a bunch of cards. This is actually like kind of a really interesting card with relics too. I wonder how good that's gonna be. On its own though, it's not great. You would have to maybe find a deck that's like very picante for it. But it has the ceiling of this card is very, very high, and the fact they can go phase 2 is kind of a Demon Hunter thing. So I'm expecting this at some point to be probably okay. Now it doesn't speak OP to me.
Well, that's still symbiotic, Kama. Doesn't have to be.
BTW, did you play Warframe back when they announced Soulframe or checked out the trailers yet?
Back then, no.
It's a Sigil of Time, 3-mana spell.
You guys are the ones that told me about that.
Draw 3 additional cards. Okay, so this is actually a really interesting card. Man, you pay 3 mana to get 3 cards. Is that good? On average, that's good. It's delayed card draw. If you top deck this later in the game, you're going to be a little sad. But for the most part, man, it's not the worst thing. If obviously if the meta is very aggro, you're never gonna.
Soulframe is going to be an absolute W game.
As long as they fix
Should
some
maybe
of the
check
fighting.
the trailer. Think it would be right up your alley.
I'm sure there's.
You think I should check the trailer?
Like relics are arguably just better than this. I don't.
Right, let's get rid of. Look at all these
really
cards first.
Warlocky thing to do, and I do like the flavor for what they're going for, but God, what is this? This is good for, I guess, if your opponent is going into fatigue. Like if there's some kind of mill package for Warlock, which there really isn't though. 3 mana to basically deal 3 damage.
The characters look interesting in their own right. The gameplay has gorgeous graphics. Everything about it is just beautiful.
As long as the fighting mechanics are good.
If Warlock gets a mill package,
Because right now their fighting mechanics just look like Warframe's melee mechanics, which aren't that great.
This is a really weird card.
They're okay.
Why would I ever want to do this?
For a shooting game, they're okay.
I'm trying to think like if this card. No, I was thinking like maybe with like the quest line from United Storm. And
They just need
I don't know, man.
to beef up
I'm
the
not super excited
melee
for this.
package a little bit.
Curse of Flesh, 1 mana
And the
shadow
magic
spell, enemy
package,
minions cost
'cause
health
it looked like they
instead
had
of
magic
mana
in it.
next turn. Okay, so we have
But make it look a
Olaf,
bit
which
more
is like the 5/7
snazzy.
guy,
And there we go.
and that card doesn't get played. I can't remember if it's only
Yeah,
minions or cards.
they need to take it up a notch if they're going pure melee in the game.
This is 1 mana to do the basic. 1 mana. Hold on. We have it here. We have it here. Hold on. We have it here. Everyone, just hold your horses. Yeah. Okay, so this is a 1 mana 1/1 battlecry. Cast a random 1-cost spell. Improve your future chaotic tendrils. So at the end of your turn, you get.
Ooh,
1.
that looks interesting.
So if you haven't played one yet, you basically get a 1/1 that casts a random 1-cost spell. You don't really care. And if the card, I guess if the card lives for like 3 turns, I guess you're happy. But like, why would I want this? Again, this is a very, this one's like the least offensive though, because this one you're probably putting into your deck because you want to meme around, right? 3 mana 2/5 is not.
Doubt it's gonna be pure melee and probably more make your own build and style like
I
Warframe.
don't think like competitively this.
Well,
card's
that's
good.
what I'm saying, Lakan.
Chaotic Tendrils gonna make some people salty, especially if you can spam them out.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah. But speaking on the Warframe thing, that's what they need to do better. Because in Warframe, some weapons only have 2 styles or 1 style or 3 styles. There are like over like 100 styles for most weapon styles.
Something I would to see is being able to use a staff and do some magic tricks.
I'll summon a Chimera. It's Chimera with stats equal to this minion's attack, and it's a beast. Probably okay. Yeah, even now that I have some time to think about it, I'm not like dying. The great thing about this is like this is a 4 mana.
Bestial Madness looks really good.
And if you end up buffing
I cast Magic Missile at 3rd level. Wait. Wrong magic.
So that's great. Bestial Madness.
That looks
2 mana,
spicy.
Give +1 attack to all minions in your hand, deck, and battlefield. I think this card's actually pretty decent. It's a very spooky card.
Yeah.
And it fits nicely into like the late game hunter strategy. That's
I want to be able to smack this with a hammer.
I want this in aggro, but worst case scenario, to be honest, is a very interesting one. But that'll be in a future video.
And then what's this about?
This isn't one of my
Things
regular
with a
news
warhammer.
videos, but a very serious issue that needs addressal and one that I guarantee affects you too.
And then the next
I've played
video
League
we'll
for
watch
my
is
entire
the...
adult life. I started in Season 3 and it's currently Season 13. There's been basically nothing in my
I'm
whole
really
life that I've
curious
committed
about
to
the
for more
summoning
than a
and
decade.
magic
While I
system.
took some breaks here and there,
Not
I've
to
pretty
mention got
consistently
high
been involved in the
expectations for
community,
the
or at
plot.
least interested in what Riot is doing with the game. It's the withstanding of this test of time that League of Legends outshines basically any other multiplayer
I wonder
game.
what this is about.
Even if a new game I'm interested in comes out, I'll still go back to League after a few months because I firmly believe that this game, when it's balanced and when it's good, is the most fun I've ever had with a game. Beside that, Riot has released some of the best out-of-game multimedia that exists.
Please note that he said
amassing
when it's
millions on
balanced.
millions of viewers and players through cinematics,
Not
music,
right now.
arcane, art, and other titles like Valorant and TFT. They really
Hasn't
hit the
been for a
nail on the
while.
head,
For
especially
story,
as an
I'm
industry
waiting
leader.
on
All the
Warframe
while maintaining lead.
1999.
Some would even say their
Oh,
growth
I can't wait
exceeds
for
themselves.
that.
Riot just got
That
so
looked
big so fast,
interesting.
things suffered along the way. But beyond all that, nothing honestly compares to a neck-and-neck 40-minute solo queue game where I don't even care who wins or loses anymore. I've just cherished the experience because it's adrenaline-filled, satisfying, and just so damn enjoyable. And probably with some good teammates. that are
Warframe
more than likely to become friends
1999
with through
Dark
the shared
Sector vibes.
experience.
It
And
does
I think
look
I can
good.
safely say that every person who's played a game of League watching
They
this
passed
video
the vibe
has had
check.
those games. These games are
Yeah,
the ones that keep
they
me coming
did.
back, but these days they're 1 in 50. These days, solo queue trolls, soft inters, scripters, win traders, and lobby hostages run the game. Now, it's no secret that this has been the ever-growing mountain that Riot continuously tries to summit, sometimes with questionable intensity. But lately, and honestly the reason I, as someone with a voice in the community, need to speak on this is because there's just so damn much, and something needs to change. My first reference is from a co-owner of one of the most successful esports entities that exists, 100 Thieves. Jack Courage Dunlop, multi-gamer from
I
Fortnite,
especially
Call of
like
Duty,
the
and other
retro-infested
AAA titles,
enemies.
tweets, League of Legends
I'm
is the
expecting
worst
some more
community in all of
eternalism
gaming,
stuff
and
though.
It's not even close. The game is truly unplayable unless you have a 5-stack. Every single random person on my team in gold is toxic, spam pings and blames everyone but themselves. What a horrible gaming experience. And this is coming from someone that has come up through video games and seen the ins and outs, comes and goes of the industry for probably going on 10 to 15 years. But the toxic community is only part of the problem. Recently, North American streamer Detention finished up a bootcamp in Korea, yielding a mostly positive experience. From here, he planned to go to OCE to play solo queue before heading to Europe. Well, within 2 weeks, he'd given up on my home server. While the video you're about to watch is in jest, what he says is 100% true. Every game is riddled with win traders and genuine cheaters.
I queue up at 12 a.m. Okay? I get placed with someone named Chen Zhuan, distance, and a barcode name. And then I have on my team Har Yao Yi Bing Shui and Tija Urkwai La on fucking Rel and Fiddlesticks. You know what they do? They win trade each other openly and they type 50 slurs a second.
This
Man,
was even
looked like
echoed
I
by
missed a
fellow
lot with
OCE
this
content
last
creator
Tenacon.
Slogdog, saying they make up 80% of high elo in OCE. Last year, my good friend and professional player Dragku,
That's why I don't
ex-TSM
play-
Academy, hit
That's
rank
why I
1 in
really don't
OCE.
wanna play
In
ranked
the last
anymore
week of the season,
in
he was
League.
win traded out of his place, and there was literally nothing he could do about it, as you can read on the screen.
Yep,
But rival,
there's
it's
going to be
OS, who
3
gives a
different
shit?
updates.
It's not just OS. Here, Dantes talks of his plans once returning to NA. He wants to hit rank 1, but it's not even plausible, because a player that frequents the North American professional practice environment is a win trader, and games are lost and won on his command to promote a boosting service.
I'll be starting an NA rank 1 grind. Unfortunately, one of the issues is that the current NA rank 1 is like 2100 LP, and he's just being like win traded up and up the ladder. So I don't think we'll be able to hit rank 1 NA in 3 weeks. So I think I'll probably just...
Well, there's 79
Last year,
Warframes.
Faker called for
It's
heavy
hard to make
restrictions
them
be
all
placed on win
completely
traders,
unique
but I
and
have
not
literally
accidentally
never
make
once seen someone
Frost,
tied to
but
game
better.
or loop even acknowledge that win trading exists. So thus far, we've seen Faker speak on issues from Korea, where in the past he has also condemned the solo queue environment publicly. We've heard multiple accounts from OCE, rank 1 NA as a win trader, and according to Yamato, quote, why is there 20 scripters in EU West 1000 LP? Quote, when you add them, they openly say they are scripting, but they can play freely for 500 games. Drutut mirrors Yamato's statement, saying, saying, very good system. Meanwhile, scripters get to hit Chal with over 200 games with evidence, but God forbid says, quote, F all of you once. Which links me to my next point. The punishment system is so backwards. I would 50 out of 50 games rather have someone playing Type Racer on their keyboard but actively trying to win the game than someone who's soft inting, griefing, or just plain running it down.
That's what I would like.
Types. I can't
it used
stop
to
a
be
Nunu
like
following
that.
my mid laner around, eating CS, and giving the enemy
Guys, some of you don't like League or won't get into League because of its toxicity. It used to be the other way
Monkey
around.
asterisk.
It used to be, there was a system called Tribunal. And every week, at the end of the week, if you were on Tribunal, you had to be very good to get on Tribunal. Reports would come to you, and the community would vote, is that bad or is that good? They would see the game and vote on it. They would see what you were doing, see what you were saying, seeing what your people on your team are doing, and they would decide based off that. Now it's 4 people reported me. Guess I'm banned. I didn't really do anything bad, but I kind of flamed one person, not even badly. I said they sucked. Guess what? Banned. You lose your ranked stuff. You lose everything, all your good behavior stuff, because you said someone sucked once. Because they were in a 4-man and you were a single one out. That's why it's toxic now. Because no one gives a crap. Because if you're not in a 4-man, you can't do crap to me. But if you are in a 4-man, you hold the power that you shouldn't have, which is whether my account lives or dies.
kills. This should be
yeah, it's too big now for that. But they don't even actually look at the game. They're like,
but
oh
they
yeah,
won't,
these
because
people may
then
have...
they won't be making all the money.
They'll be like, oh yeah, you may have been doing really good and stuff, and then your teammates started flaming you, and they're not banned for it, but you said they sucked. They called you worse names, they said slurs and stuff, but they had a 4-man that reported you, so you're banned. That's how it is now. They don't care if you actually did anything.
an immediate 2-week
I
ban,
got
no
hacked
questions asked.
and had to fight
It
for
seems like people
3
that
months,
type get
4
punished
months.
100
No,
times more than people who grief
Yeah,
in-game,
moderation
even though the
nowadays
griefing
is
just ruined the
annoyingly
whole
hard
League
to
of Legends game
manage.
for
I
9
think
other
it's
players.
9
So
months.
nowadays
Wasted
big
their
gaming
time.
companies
But
mainly
even people
rely
that
on
I got
AI
hacked.
moderators to
And
do the
for
job
9
for them.
months, I had to
messages from viewers
fight
every day with their
support.
instances, like this player who got punished for
When you
sarcasm
use
by saying,
AI to
"For
try to
sure, you're the
understand the
goat." In this clip,
complexities on
Kesha
Yeah,
internet
see, you
trolling,
saw that?
literally
Look.
doesn't know what he
That's why he got banned. He said, for sure, you're the GOAT. Look, making fun of someone, regardless of the context, sarcastically. What? I can't be sarcastic? Everyone is sarcastic in games. So you're saying don't play a game.
goat. In this clip, Kesha is beyond confused because he literally doesn't know what he said.
Guys, who's ready for 4 honors? Who's ready for 4 honors? Who's ready for 4 honors? Okay, I really want to know what I said.
basically they revoked her freedom of speech.
Positive. We should dive. Positive. Can win. Good job, bro. Good job, bro. Irelia. Can dragon. Can win. Good job. Can win. Can win. Lul. Spawn kill.
I even saw this player from
Yeah, did you see
They
anything
own you
negative
as
about
soon
what he
as you
said?
pay to play their game.
Did you see anything negative about what he said? He was saying, can win, we should dive, can win, spawn kill. Which he's saying try to kill them and spawn. But he was super positive the whole game. He still gets chat restricted because 4 people reported him. Should not be that way.
Basically just don't chat in game. Riot's been trying to delete the game chat for years now anyway.
But here's the problem with that. guys. It's a team game. And I made most of my friends through the chat on League. And you can't be banning people for saying fuck and stuff. That's just...
Yep, even if you say hi, you get reported for sarcastically introducing yourself to another person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't be banning people just because they said stuff. Like, sure,
it's
saying
a team
go
game,
kill yourself, that's
and you
one
should
thing.
be able to chat, but Riot doesn't want you to do that anymore. Community? What's that? League is just the LCS now.
And the LCS sucks even more. You try to tell me that those coaches aren't trading wins behind their players' back.
Riot? Nah, it's Dojit.
Well, not all their games suck. League has just started going downhill. Their other games are amazing. Like, if you played the card game, it's actually really fun.
Who of course received no punishment. Quote, GGWP 4000 account down the drain, all for defending herself. I even had this viewer of mine get his account banned after being accused of scripts, only for Riot to say that even though they investigated and found no evidence of scripting, they can't unban the account. The Rioter then closed the ticket.
League is resting on its laurels. There's no game to compete with it.
From all of his skins being effectively deleted.
Did you hear that, guys? Literally the same problem I had. Listen to this.
Without offering any compensation. Imagine how only for Riot to say that even though they investigated...
The best thing about LOL, everything other than LOL.
Look, banned happened because of scripts, hacks,
Next
exploits,
thing you
or
know when you wake up the morning
programs.
to check our
Our
emails.
investigation did not find any suspicious activity on this account.
Reason, banned for saying hi.
We can't unban you. They can harass them, message them, bombard them. Every week, I would send at least 3 tickets. I don't care you're closing my ticket. Eventually, you're going to have to answer me. Eventually, you're going to have to give me my account back.
We found we were wrong, but get
found
fucked.
No evidence of scripting, they can't unban the account. The Rioter then closed the ticket without offering...
Because they're what they're saying is, I can't unban the account because I'm a lowly support. Support should be allowed to unban you. But they've taken that power away from them. Because they can't, like, reasonably tell if it's a bot. I don't give a frick. Give them back the power that
the worst
all support
thing about
should have.
LOL.
Bring any compensation. Imagine how much money that player just lost from all of his skins being effectively deleted. If I researched for
even
more than an hour
Roblox's
today,
moderation
I
is better than Riot, and that's just sad cause it's true FR.
If all this is what I found in an hour, imagine how much I'd find in a day or a week. Now I don't have the answer, I just play and love the game, but this video should be evidence enough that something needs to change moving forward.
Yeah, something does need to change. Alright, you wanted me to watch, what's it called? Soulframe?
Well, they should hire actual admins. BRB, gonna make League of Legends in Roblox for the better moderation.
No. Is this the one I need to watch? No, you guys wanted me to watch the other one, right?
LMAOL. LOL. Imagine.
Imagine. Which one am I looking for? This one? The official reveal trailer?
NGL, if you're playing Roblox and you aren't under 18 or a content creator, you're going on my sus list.
Yeah.
Yep, Roblox is 100% not a kid's game. Rated E Nat, it's rated mature. Mature.
It began as song.
It should be rated mature.
Pitched sweet and solemn.
That way they couldn't ban people for just cursing and stuff. I don't care if someone's cursing at me. They tell me to go die or they use a slur or something, that's bad. That's wrong. Like, yeah. But
In Castle Loft.
I mean, it's real weird, but Roblox is releasing 18+ games that require you to submit your photo ID to enter.
it shouldn't be a thing.
Remember this. We are a family.
It should not, and it's weird. Roblox AI causally storing your facial recognition into their files.
The pale of Odin's sky. Live verdant fields of rain and wild.
So what I'm getting here is this is
About
Duviri
facial
before Duviri.
recognition. Take
That's what
about
I'm getting
stealing
from
personal
Soulframe.
information.
Until the ghost.
Soulframe is giving me Duviri vibes.
They recently added VTuber level face tracking to Roblox, on basically everything, and that's just SUS. Nope, supposed to be a separate universe from Warframe.
It's giving me Duviri vibes, guys. I'm seeing Duviri.
So listen well.
Next thing you know, they're gonna ask you how much income you make a year.
Voice of shame.
Saw on some ordinary gamers Roblox dating was gonna be a thing.
Bare their souls
Which is just like,
free.
yup, humanity is doomed.
Find your spirit, your grace renewed.
I want to know why there's an
and
Irishman.
return to earth.
Where's that Scottish? I can't tell.
Power.
The power. True. That could be Irish or Scottish. I think it's Scottish though. Cause that baritone.
All I got is lint. Time for the Tama cameo. I'm expecting a lot of Warframe to bleed into Soulframe, even if only because they spent the last 10 years working on Warframe.
See, if the fighting's like that, that'll be cool. Yeah, like that. That looks kind of cool. But what I saw last time, where it looked more like clunkier Warframe, I didn't like that.
Zie Werado Sordo Modo.
After we watch Gundam 00,
The
that
gameplay
be
they
the next-
showed in Tennicon made it look rougher, but
should
I'll
that be
just
the next
assume
anime
that's
we
early
start
game.
watching is
And you get more
JoJo's
upgrades
Bizarre
later.
Adventure?
Bro causally time stopped by stabbing grass.
It's because he touched grass, guys. It shocked them so much it froze them. Oh, he has a bird perch on his head. That's nice.
The power of touching grass is real. Yay, super cute fox or possible wolf.
It's a wolf. I think. Could totally be the fox.
Nope, that's a fox.
Really?
The grass is the one piece.
Looks like a wolf. But if it's a fox, I'll believe you.
It is a treasure most gamers seek to preserve.
Alright, let's look at this.
I'm actually very happy to
too.
see this. I'm very, very happy. Whenever. Okay, well, you know, I'm gonna use this for like Stardew Valley.
We've got
The
this
facial
modder
structure and
who
tail
has
says fox.
faced some controversy
LOL.
because of the way they've decided to paywall and even DRM a rather useful mod that helps the game look better on PC and or improve its performance. Now, Starfield as a game, there's been quite a bit of discourse surrounding it. When it comes to Metascore right now, the Xbox Series X version is sitting at an 85, and the PC version is sitting at an 87.
I think like
support, we always tell them yes.
If that's a fox, then I'm a mouse. LMAO.
Yeah, who cares?
LOL. When are people gonna learn that charging for a mod isn't gonna go well?
Here's the thing.
Really special.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about the mods thing. If a mod is good, it will get support. That's what companies don't understand. Is modders work off of the concept, make a good mod, then get paid. Whereas companies can't understand that concept anymore. Especially not marketers. They don't understand that. They're like, no, pay me money for possible good thing. No. Not allowed. I like my mods in the concept it is, because they get more recognition, they get more word of mouth. You know a mod's good because tons of people have endorsed it. There's a little number at the bottom
mods
of
should be
mods.
banned. I'm surprised modders get away with that even on that One Piece game Skull.
Here's the thing. I'm going to show you something cool about Nexus mods. I'm going to click all classes can learn spells. It's a cheat mod, but well, yeah, cheat mods don't usually get endorsements because they're not meant for it.
I think they're fine. You have to actively choose to download and use the Nike mods.
Yeah, that's my thing. I don't care that they're sus mods. They can have them. You know why? Because those same people that get the sus mods are also people that usually endorse mods besides those. So it drives people to the modding community. Let's find a good... Here we go.
Among Us
already
Sushi
has
mods.
4. This mod is only 7 days old and it already has 4 endorsements. It only has 1 version so far. You think that's low, right? The 4 endorsements? You don't know how much money they spent. Like, you don't know how much money
What's
they
next?
spent.
You can become the imposter in some Dark Souls game.
That's what I love. Is like, some of these mods are so creative. You want to see one of the mods I've been waiting for that I finally got? Where is it? What is this? I don't remember this. I didn't download that. I don't even remember seeing that. Some of these I think are just classes I saw. Wait, where is my mod? It's literally every mod I looked at. I think. Yeah, it's literally every file I looked at. Let me see here. Let's go to this.
Boka favorite mod tier list win?
This is the mod that I was waiting for. That I didn't know existed. But it was made this month. Shadow Sorcerer is literally what I think of when I think of Necromancer. Because I think of a Necromancer having lightning spells and being far back and summoning like ghouls and stuff. So now we can actually make our sorcerer build.
I'm seeing a lot of sus mods there.
Sus mods? I didn't download any sus mods.
Sounds promising.
Where do you see a sus mod? Deaf Domain Cleric, improved UI, Half Demon, 5e spells, Achievement Enabler.
Not the Susi.
I downloaded this, so guys, you're going to see Minthra soon in my playthrough. At least I hope so. I hope it still works, even though I killed her before I downloaded it.
BG3 going crazy with the class mods right from the start.
We can make a playthrough where I'm an Aasimar. I'm telling you, mods are amazing because they're not paid for. Because the person goes into it knowing, I'm going to make the best dang mod I can. And they get paid tons. Some of these big mods, let's go look at a mod. Most endorsed. Mod Fixer. The thing that enables mods. Where is it? 10,499. Even if that's $1 per
You can be an
endorsement.
ASMR artificer, at no
Even
extra
if it's
cost,
$1.
just because people like the game enough to make it.
Even if it's $1, that's a lot of money. For just a simple little fix. Okay? So if you made it paid to get it, this unique downloads would probably be at...
Well, same could be said for content creators vs Hollywood studios.
Yep. What is this? But yeah. What I'm saying is paid mods are never going to be a thing because the current way they work is better. Even modders know that. They know if they start charging for their mods,
Why Boka Bo is
substantially less
cutest wagon.
people.
No Disney crap could compare.
Substantially less people would download their mod. Which would mean less people talking about it, which would mean less people getting it. And then they would have to make a name for themselves.
I mean, the video we were looking at was about a guy putting DRM on his mod to sell it, LOL.
And guess what? No one got it. Because everyone was like, the frick? Like, the few people that did get it...
Yet everyone hates it.
Yeah. Because even other modders hate it because they don't want to do that. Like Figs, they probably don't have a ton of mods in other games. So if they had to make a name for themselves, this mod would have never seen the light of day. But because it
DRM
doesn't matter
is just
who
another
you
way
are,
of saying approved
it's
malware.
what you make that sells. Bam. That's why people come up with such crazy ideas. Like Party Beyond Limiter. Or NPC options. Who would have thought to put the NPC options in there? Or camera tweaks. Or making your own legendary items that are balanced in the game. I'm telling you. go in some Star Rail, guys. Let's do some of our dailies.
Toff's Hair Salon is a must-have.
Oh, wait, is it? I will get it then. I'll get it, tonight.
Why I separate my work and games on separate systems. Don't trust most games crappy DRM.
Oh gosh. You want me to tell you my favorite, the mod that got me into mods?
Modding is like art. You paint the canvas with creative ideas,
The mod
and
that
people
got
will
me
start
into
getting
mods,
hooked on the canvas.
I could probably find it still. I think this is it. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. This mod right here, crazy. This is an amazing tower mod. And you want to know another mod that's
going back
amazing?
to Oblivion for memories.
Of course, because that was the first time I knew what mods were. Another mod that I really like in Oblivion is the Sheogorath mods. The ones that make it where you can actually be Sheogorath. You don't just get the
Okay,
city.
it's decided. This weekend I'm gonna take a day or two off and play Dragon Age Origins with a puck ton of mods.
Yeah, you do that, Lakan. I encourage it. We're gonna play the whatchamacallit now, guys.
I miss my
Yay.
first game waifu lol. I need to log into Railing Stars. I haven't for like a week.
You haven't. I want them to add more of this. Cause I'm tired of grinding certain items. I'm gonna do this quest, and then we're gonna do the quest to
Boka,
unlock.
Leliana or Morrigan.
Don't worry.
And yes, I will judge you based on your pick.
Depends. Are you gonna get the pretty fine mod? Where you like it changes the graphics so they don't look like both look like very old women. That's a hard choice, really. It really depends on what kind of playthrough you're going for. But I would say probably
LMAO sure.
I think the first time I played, I went Morgan, and then the second time I played, I went Liliana. If you can get Liliana out of her religious stick, she's the better one. But Morgan's problem is she's super toxic at first. She is so toxic.
And knew it would be a hard pick for you since Leliana is a ginger.
Yeah.
I'm not a mechanic.
Hey! Over
When
here!
Liliana appears to my
You're easy to
gingerness.
spot. A new arrival like you should get a tour guide. Yeah?
Gingers are nice.
I go out all the time to see patients.
And Morrigan isn't
So,
toxic.
I know the
They are just how I like my gals lol.
I'm the best tour guide around. I won't charge anything for my services. Except for food, of course.
Wagon.
And if you get into medical trouble...
Wagon, high star.
Comforts, sprained ankle, yada yada, you'll have a professional doctor right by your side. That's a 2-in-1 deal. It's called an all-inclusive package.
I love Bailu. She's a cutie.
Huh? Hurry up! Do you want the snacks to sell out?
Just like Boka. Also it takes pucking forever, but you can get Leliana out of their chantry ways.
But it almost
Hi Star.
never happens that Morgana gets out of her toxic phase.
Hi Arai.
It's only after it doesn't even matter that she gets out of it. It's like, yeah, we're about to die.
Destination, RM Alley. Of course, the main feature of this tour is the endless selection of tasty delicacies. The folk dishes at Spices Supreme are a must-try. This is the only place on the Lawful you can find them. So, now that we're here... Ooh, curly confused pork, crisp melon and diced chicken, Star Taro braised pork, chili oil beef awful stew, Granny Chen's tofu. I'm getting tired saying them all. Reciting medicine ingredients is easier than
Again,
this.
you say toxic. I say I see no problem.
I knew you liked Morgan more.
Let's start with the snack stands. You can browse around for a bit. I'll go find...
I should see what the other customers have to say about the food here.
And yo Star.
Same great... Oh, interested in the food? In Aram Alley, there's no such thing as a bad food stall. Just close your eyes and pick one at random. My name's Xiaohan. I'm originally from Aram Alley, but this is my first visit in a long time.
It seems Boka hasn't started this event yet.
If you're really feeling adventurous, you could try some mung bean soda. I describe the taste as, it's best to drink it in big gulps and let it fizzle in your stomach. That's a great feeling.
Oh, a visitor from afar. May I ask you a question? Do you like Aram Alley? Then I'll have to make sure your first visit here is a good one. I hope you don't mind me prattling on, but since you're an Outworlder, are you familiar with the IPC? Do you know if it has a good reputation?
Okay.
That's true, and they made it much more.
I have done something.
Exchange Strail and credits.
What have you done, Classic?
Well, I can't just leave you here empty-handed. Take a look at the menu, order whatever you want. It's all...
When you hop onto your alt and pull Il Danhung first try.
Alrighty.
LOL. So again, ignoring story and just explore around in Starfield. Keep in mind I'm LVL 13. Hey?
Ayaya!
What am I supposed to do? All right, if you say so.
Ah, it's the Dragon Lady.
I seem to come across the Spacer's version of the Batcave home to the Mantis, a Spacer Hunter.
Thank you, Auntie.
Oh, I've got that quest too, Classic. You
With
can get that
Godly
one pretty
Spacer
early.
suit pack and helm in a ship.
Oh yeah, you can get all of the Mantis' stuff I've heard. But I haven't started that quest yet.
Fought LVL 30s. 40s.
I really did the quest to become a ranger first. That was like my first big quest.
This suit slaps.
I'm so full of snacks I can hardly move. I haven't even gotten around to business yet. I wanted to stop by Elegance Pagoda to buy some medicine jars while I'm out. Come on, let's go.
Alrighty, Bailu.
Hey, what's going on at the dock?
Some of the dock workers got into an argument with the IPC folks.
40 extra weight, 50% weight on way payons, 25% on resources less so too, and I'm looking at ship now.
See what's happening at the dock.
Chibi Dragon on a date with the Chibi Dragon?
Maybe.
When did you decide to show up, little Miss Feisty? How is this any of your business?
Please, miss, allow Arum Alley Merchant Guild to take care of this matter. You're from the Merchant Guild?
What a joke! You people can't take care of anything! Everyone here knows that our Room Alley Merchant Guild is as incompetent as it is dysfunctional. The lease for the docks isn't even paid yet. Anyone care to guess whose fault that is? I'll tell you, the Merchant Guild's.
I'm not denying that.
Then say it out loud so everyone can hear. Our Room Alley Merchant Guild apologizes to every vendor here for defaulting on the lease and leaving us to pick up the mess. Better yet, get down on your knees and beg for forgiveness.
Alright, can I stab him?
Wait! Easy! We just came to watch!
Yes.
It's time to stab.
You're being completely unreasonable.
Legally no. Physically yes.
Yeah.
Why can't we talk this over?
Ship fast, agile fighter, low cargo, not bad.
Reasonable. I'm making a friendly inquiry. When will the IPC
Name the razor leaf.
payments?
I'm afraid we can't
Yes, stab.
pay at the moment.
We leased this whole dock to your merchant guild, hoping that it would rejuvenate our Room Alley. And look at it now. A perfectly good freight dock has gone to waste.
They said at the moment. That doesn't mean they'll never make the payments.
Yeah, it's basically a upgraded Frontier.
It's the low cargo that I don't like. That's why being a ranger's better. We get a huge amount of cargo. We get 2,000.
How about we make a little bet? If the Merchant Guild can pay back the money it owes, I'll get down on my knees and apologize to all the people of our Room Alley.
Dude, I'll pay it.
I'll shout it loud and clear. I'm a raving idiot howling into the wind. And then I'll bark like a dog. How does that sound?
Okay. And if they can't?
Oh, that's
Best ships are from Crimson Quest though.
me in front of all the people of our Room Alley, and you bark like a dog.
Really?
Better shield reactor and missile and value double the Frontier.
What should she do?
Deal.
You all heard that, right?
But haven't suggested it to Boka yet, since most people stopped playing after Crimson K's T-line.
Wait, why did they stop playing after the Crimson Quest line?
Miss, there's no reason for you to take such a bet. We're the ones who dragged you into this. It's okay. Seeing that arrogant sneer on his face made me sick to my stomach. I had to do something.
We appreciate you sticking up for us. But this...
Makes you too OP and then they get bored of the rest of the game.
Oh. Wait, how does it make you too OP? Do you get like super chip or something? Because I have a super chip and it's not boring still.
Now that I think about it, if I lose the bet, it'll reflect badly on the Cloud Knights. But you can't give in to bullies. He's the one who'll be barking like a dog.
My name is Ming-Shi. I'm the secretary of Arum Alley Merchant Guild. Most people just call
Boka
me
enjoys the thrill of killing and stealing.
This leasing dispute is between the IPC and the
I want
Merchant
there to be a mod that
You
makes it where I
shouldn't have been
can
dragged into it.
register the ship without taking it and landing it.
What you mean?
I hate having to make it a home ship.
Haven't played it yet, but Charlie, Muta, and a few others all went through the same thing.
So, is it true that the Merchant Guild can't pay back the lease?
That's the only thing I don't like
Isn't
about
killing
ships.
and stealing a horde of loot a dragon's duty?
Yes, it is.
Miss Secretary.
The only
just
thing missing is letting me burn a
tell it
village.
like it is.
As things stand now, the Merchant Guild is in no
I just register all my ships. Home ship is Differton.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I wish you could register so you can keep the ship without changing your ship.
I just did.
The food hawkers are thriving, but dock operations and other businesses are stretched to the breaking point.
No, you didn't. You can't do that.
Yes, the entire port. Now we owe the IPC.
I don't
an
know what to
ornamental
tell
claim.
you. I just did.
You can't. You can literally not keep the ship unless you land it. You have to land it or jump away from your original ship, which makes it your home ship. So you have to switch your ship back.
If we make the businesses more profitable, then maybe we have a chance of paying back the IPC.
If we cut costs and tap into new revenue streams, we can turn things around. A lot of vendors in Arum Alley don't want anything to do with the dock, though, so it may be hard to find new sources of revenue. What about cutting costs means reducing expenses? As you can see, the dock isn't even fully utilized, and the workers, well...
Hey, don't get any funny ideas about laying people off.
Miss Secretary is just helping us think of ideas. If you ask me, I think our ordering system is rather inefficient. I'm sure we could reduce our costs if we found a way to improve it.
I didn't realize you were such an entrepreneur.
Even the president hasn't been able to solve anything. Is this short lifer really up to the job?
Switch ship is what you mean. Registering make it so it's your ship now to sell, edit and rename.
Yeah. You have to switch your ship to keep it. Like you can't sell it or register it without what you call it?
You'd think in a sci-fi universe, you could just send an email registering your ship.
But you can't. I'm hoping for a mod that does that soon. I want a mod that fixes
You can
ships.
register it at any time, but switching is different, which I don't know how
Because
to do.
right
I'm trying
now,
to figure that out now.
If you put any weapons on display, they're erased. They are erased if you change your ship. They don't keep the weapons on the ship.
Well, there goes my power again. At least it's a short one, so my laptop battery should last.
So I think they need to fix player storage. There's a mod that they need to fix player storage and fix ships.
This will certainly save us.
And I really want a mod that adds more to the Ranger quest. Makes it where more than just 5 people can get on that ship. That ship can easily hold 10 or 15.
Isn't this a little unsafe?
Don't worry. Our motto is safety first.
Hey, what's gotten into you?
I assume build more quarters for bigger crew.
But if you ask me, inventory
No, that's what I'm saying. If you look at the Ranger ship, it could easily hold more people.
Then they're just gonna sit around.
It's already the biggest class A. Don't get greedy, Boka. LOL.
Well, no, I just want more people on it. It only lets me have 5. I want at least 8 or 9.
I see your point. If you have the time, could you accompany me to Heron Express's Arum Alley branch off?
Of course.
That's what Class C ships are for.
I don't like changing my ship.
Mr. Yongfeng?
Why?
I'm Sushang of the Cloud Knights.
You don't need to keep a low profile anymore.
This thing was boring.
Good to meet you all.
I like that.
I heard you made a
I
bet
like
with the
that.
IPC.
A lot of
Bivy
later
didn't
rinse
say anything
repeat.
to that.
Bark like a dog?
The word got out pretty quickly, huh?
Those outworlders from the IPC are the worst. How did you get bogged down with them?
Right. And if the Merchant Guild pay back what they owe, the only one barking will be that IPC stooge.
Long spent 2 days doing this cargo shipping.
But
those dock workers don't want to.
Then who should we?
The IPC said that they would handle operations at Aurum Alley and promised to give subsidies to the vendors. I suspect they secretly told all the vendors not to use the dock for logistics.
we can only blame ourselves for letting them get away with it for so long. If we can't pay back the rent, the financial damages will be manageable, but the reputational damage will be irreparable. If the Merchant Guild loses everyone's trust, it'll become an empty shell of its former self. And without the Merchant Guild, the IPC will have no competitors in Arum Alley's business district.
The IPC wants to turn this place into a big logistics warehouse. By then, the food hawkers and used goods stores will have to move away.
So no more Aurum Alley?
Correct. The physical space will still exist, but the Aurum Alley we all know, its fragrance...
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What are we gonna do about the matter at hand?
On the logistics side, we can reduce costs by
One
making
thing
sure
actually
the
missing
delivery
from Starfield is you can't do the merchant route. Like, you get huge ships, but carrying cargo is pointless.
Yeah.
Mr. Yongfeng, please allow our friend to try her hand at it. She has some skills that could prove useful in this area.
See? She's a quick thinker.
Stop telling me how to do simple stuff.
With these routes in place...
I knew it! Now can you tell? Well, restriction. When the Lawfu was moored for maintenance and trade with the IPC...
I used to love in Freelancer filling up the cargo hold of a transport flying to another faction's system and making tons of credits.
Of Arum Alley. Their promises were visible, tangible, and extremely aggressive. When the gentle...
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Lucan.
Therefore, the Merchant Guild is tight on fun. Why don't you talk it over with them?
I only came here for the food. Still, if you're willing to give it a... I knew you'd help us. Hey!
I really hope you... I'm not worried about that. My home. Gradually, the Yaoqing's younger generations began to enjoy the immersion produced by the IPC's entertainment division. Once they started wearing IPC clothing lines, you could after their coming-of-age ceremonies, a lot of them aspired to join the IPC. The architecture across the whole delve began to change. The graceful flying eaves I saw as a child became fewer and fewer, and the glazed tiles and fallow earth brick. Many of the Yaoqing locals older than 500, like my mother, will say the Yaoqing has changed. But they're not sure whether this change is leading to a better future, or if it's allowing short lives. If I want...
What do you think? Great.
Wait, how do I start this? Oh, do I go over here?
Miss Lin Yan. I've already seen your abilities.
I'll go ask the President's opinion on the matter. Okay. The President
okay.
Miss Secretary
Actually, now that I think of it, the whole economy is just Elder Scrolls in space, and it doesn't really work LOL.
Yeah. That's literally what it is. It's making me do it that way? That's such a bad route, though. Stop telling me to do simple stuff! I know how to do this! This is so crap. So crap! It's way too much babying. understood it
One
after the
day we
first
will
part.
get a space game with the mechanics of Freelancer in the galaxy of X3 Albion Prelude.
Arum Alley Merchant Guild would like to issue a formal. You'll be able to. I keep if it involves. Anytime the important. I'll be off.
And on that day I will be long dead or really happy.
Long dead or really happy? I hope so. Hopefully you're super duper duper happy. That's what I hope for. You know there's gonna be mods that
Putting my
make it
money
like
on the
that.
first part lol. Had to clarify that one lol.
Let's get started.
Lachlan, you know there's gonna be mods that fix Starfield to be like that. Please shut up. Please shut up. Please shut up. Please shut up! Please shut up!
Boka, will you give me permission?
Permission what?
Something fun.
Sure.
LOL.
I suppose.
Definitely not suspicious at all.
I don't like answering yes to something I don't know what is.
Do it. Let the dark side consume you. Boka just trusts me that much.
I'm getting real tired of it telling me what to do. I know how to do this. I don't understand. So I need to put majority of the items on there.
Boka, stop telling me what to do. Boka, 5 seconds later. I don't know what to do lol.
Shut up. Oh, you get another free one of her. Okay. Wait.
Take your time. There's.
still more work to do on the... My colleagues from the Merchant Guild accounting department want me...
Why are they making me go all the way over here? Rude.
Don't worry, Mr. Svarog. We'll be safe here.
Storytelling is...
Curved wood must be bent again to reach straight.
Let me teach you all how to sleep like the
Right? Ah, chat.
Yes, Boka?
Hi. Heh. Hmm. Try to see. How would I optimize this? They can't go through each other, I bet. I doubt it. So...
I wonder. If we made a mod Boka freelancer server, would anyone be interested?
Maybe. What's freelancer? I don't know what freelancer is! Blah. Does anyone else see?
Space game from 2003. Still one of the best in my opinion.
Okay. Does anyone see a better way to do this? They can't pass through each other.
The graphics look bad by today's standards. But nothing a graphics mod can't fix, and the mechanics are great.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there is a faction we can just straight up take over and make the Boka faction, the Blood Dragons.
I do like blood. I love blood! How can this be optimized better? Maybe. Maybe.
I'll ask around a bit and look into it.
Okay. I'm confused. How could this be optimized further? see it.
Ignore the bottom arrow.
Wait. I'll look at that.
Buns are huge! Just a few and you'll be full.
Regardless of the IPs. The dock workers are always yelling, "Lay 'em out!" before stocking the merchandise. It scares me to death every time.
Huh. Bam. Alright. You said run the green through the back alley. Ignore the bottom arrow.
Basically the same route at purple now, but green.
Oh. Smart. You're smart. I appreciate you.
Regardless of the Merchant Guild's funds are not exactly overflowing.
I haven't been on in so long, this is the first time I see an event locked behind a story mission I haven't done yet.
Alright, let's go to this.
NGL. Even if I did play, probably would have quit after the third puzzle style mini game.
Light, ice, fire. Recommended types fire and ice.
Locke, do you hate puzzles that much? I don't mind the mini puzzles, I enjoy them.
May as well kill them all.
My turn.
Relax.
Heh. Heh.
Not so much hate puzzles, just not a fan when it start feeling like a majority of the game.
Burn away. You won't get away. Say bye to breathing.
Boom.
Why I never could get into Prince of Persia or Lara Croft style games back in the day.
That's what I was gonna do.
Burn away. You won't get away.
Tough luck running into me.
Boom.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity
Kaboom.
conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Kabam. Jack!
Like Warframe and Dragon Age had tons of puzzles to and didn't mind them at all.
Good times.
Well, except for later Dragon Age game.
Boom.
Get out of here.
But they sucked with or without puzzles. Warframe puzzles are Simon says, or step on all the glowing circles.
They don't look happy to see us. Does that hurt?
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this.
This awesome move.
Lance ablaze!
Lance forward.
Just in time.
My turn. Here.
Lance at the ready. Relax.
Also might be too hard on Dragon Age 2 and 3. Compared to most modern games, they're actually not that bad.
May as well kill them all.
Tough luck running into me.
I'm on guard. Stand still. Time for an overhaul.
You won't get away.
Kaboom. So wait, you do multiple planes in each area? Oh, I love that she disappears now. That's kind of cool.
get away. Cutting the net.
BTW the blob with all the screens. Is that Herta's true form? LOL.
Maybe. I don't know. It might be. If so, she's adorable. Adorable! Super adorable.
Does that hurt? Does that hurt? Does that hurt?
Easy.
As I understand it, Herta is an old lady, and all the bots were made in the likeness of her younger self. So that how you find the way to Boka's heart. Just be a cute blob or have tons of brownies.
Yep. No, wait. You can be my pet if you're a cute blob. The way to my heart is to be sassy. Like Sunny, she's sassy. I like sassy. Well, she can be sassy. That's what I meant to say.
Sassy is good, but knowing when to be sassy is best.
Yeah.
They don't look happy to see us. You won't get away. Just in time.
Tough luck running into me.
Stand still. Lance at the ready. Time for an overhaul. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Perhaps you still don't. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
So got me a nice 2,400 cargo ship, cost 100k.
I paid nothing for my ship. And it has 2,500.
Boka with the 5-finger discount.
Yeah. No, mine was free. I'm a ranger. I didn't steal it.
Practice target?
Not true. Boka paid in blood, sweat, and having to be a Texas Ranger.
Yes. I had to roundhouse kick people.
Be careful. May as well kill them all. Good times. Never time to say bye.
So 100k sounds like the better deal.
This awesome move.
Rude.
I'm on guard.
Stand still. I have something for you.
Try that again.
Say bye to breathing.
Tough luck running into me.
You won't get away.
I just realized Himiko works perfectly with her.
To the stars.
Man, Kafka is great. Mine isn't even built and hits like a truck.
Yeah, mine's not fully built yet.
And of course the two mommies of Star Rail would go well together.
Oh, those are their avatars.
Full plot team for the win.
What do you mean full plot team?
What a headache.
Good times. No time to say bye.
You know what I mean.
Oh my god. Started running at me almost immediately.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz. Need a doctor?
Time to leave the kids at home and put together a real Team XD.
Oh my god. Shut up. Rude.
LMAO only chibi allowed is Boka.
Does that hurt?
So you are afraid of me. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of
Yeah,
butterflies. Illusions of the past.
They don't look happy to see us.
Does that hurt?
Didn't hurt. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
This combat needs optimizing.
This is double speed. Bam.
Great.
Say bye to breathing.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz.
I want it to be lightning week. Because we have a lightning build with Kafka.
Does that hurt?
Great. Who's next?
More enemies. Time for a buzz.
What a headache.
May as well kill him.
Can I have fun this time?
Stand still.
You don't look.
Kaboom. Ooh, dragon. I didn't know you could buy Corios from her! That would have been a Curio I bought.
They don't look happy to see us.
Does that hurt? Ah, great. I'll free you from disappear among the sea of
butterflies.
Illusions of the past.
Good times. Time to say bye.
Boom!
You took the bait. Time for a buzz.
Relax.
Bruh.
Quick. This combat needs optimized. This is double speed.
Thanks. You're too good. Didn't hurt.
Who's next? Can I help?
I like how Silverwolf has special dialogue for being in fast forward.
Oh, does she?
Time for a buzz.
Yeah, this is double speed, directly references fast forward.
Oh, really?
Without it, she says something like, "This is too slow."
Oh. All right.
Thought it was this combat needs optimizing lol.
Yeah, increase their dots. Duh. Of course I'd pick that.
Ready when you are. 100% ready.
You are doomed to fail.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Say bye to breathing.
Time for a fun.
We're not done yet.
Let me tend your wounds.
Relax.
Tremble before my power. A world devoured by ice.
Didn't hurt.
Now or never.
Feel the freeze. The eternal freeze will bury you.
Time to question your prescription! Good as new.
May as well kill them all. Good times. Time to say bye.
Say bye. Boom.
Stand still.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Didn't hurt.
Like this.
Freeze to death.
What a headache.
Didn't hurt.
Free you. Disappear among the
Sea of butterflies.
Illusions
Bang.
of the past.
Witness the avalanche.
Good times. Time to say bye.
Boom.
Let me tend your wounds.
Relax.
Relax. Yes. Obviously. We're just gonna mop the floor now.
Pain when no fortune glue. Relax, just do it. Can't remember the rest the song, just do it lol.
So she's still the better one. Basically.
BRB need to take some meds.
Wait, was that the one you guys were talking about? I think I've gotten that before. If so. Wait, he gets the instant attack? You know what? Screw you.
LOL. Well, that escalated quickly.
Shouldn't have been a butt. You get what you deserve, you filthy animal! How many times do I need to teach you this a lesson, old man?
Enemies ahead.
100% quick.
Ah, great.
Didn't hurt.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz. Need a doctor? Good as new. Who's next?
Stand still. Good times. Never time to say bye. Boom.
Time to show what they do.
Senor prescription!
Thanks. You're too good to me.
Time for a buzz. This combat needs This is double speed.
Smack.
Let me tend your wounds. Spider-Man! Good as new.
Relax.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea
See
of
a butterflies.
Illusions of the past. I'll end your misery. Time for a buzz. Don't mess. This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed. Need a doctor? Stay off! Thanks.
Good times. No time to say bye.
Boom.
Boom.
Who's next?
Stand still.
I'll free you from your disappear among the
See a butterflies.
Illusions of the past. Time for a buzz.
Kaboom.
Nice. Let's do it again when you're left.
Spider person. What, one shell of jade? Really?
I love how easily Boka can navigate this mess of pop-ups and subsystems. But can't figure out their own builds for Warframe.
Rude! Right.
Warframe builds aren't even that complicated, like half your mod slots are set in stone.
I'll fight you, chat. Keep it up.
I know, right? LOL.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Your end approaches.
Forward!
And it's okay, if Boka was a super pro at Warframe. Probably wouldn't have started watching you.
Savor it for me.
Rude. Love you too. Go die. Mwah.
Time to say bye. Boom.
LMAO loop you to cutest wagon.
No.
Stand still.
The fight is set. Fail to set you. Savor it for me.
Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
What's in your prescription?
Stand still. Time to say bye.
Boom. Oh, Jack.
Savor it for me.
Stand still.
Your end
Jack.
approaches.
Wait, he can do that before he attacks?
Time to say bye.
It seems like a waste.
Boom.
I would want him to do it after he attacks.
Stand still.
Savor it for me.
I'm thinking of like starting up a Final Fantasy week, or like a day of Final Fantasy.
That could be neat. Are you a big Final Fantasy fan?
I love Final Fantasy. Look, chat.
Well, FF16 looked really fun, lol.
Look, chat booba.
Something like a once-a-week event where you play through various FF games could be nice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Time to say bye.
Would you guys want me to start with the first ones? Or is like there one you want me to start with first?
Stand still.
Ah, it's Boka versus the goddess of Booba again.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Booba. It jiggles when you hit it.
Honestly, the first FF is very bare bones. Might be better to start with your first FF instead.
My first FF?
Stand still.
Big woman.
Yo-Yo's
Boka
back!
will have their revenge.
Yo-Yo, why did you leave me? You made me sad. You didn't say bye or anything. I cried.
Yo Galaxy. The Boka been missing you. Hi Gal.
Well, tell me bye next time.
I am at work.
You just disappeared, and I was sad. I thought Gal Gal was done with me. It's like I done made Gal Gal mad.
Stand still.
Are you doing okay, Gal Gal?
Nonsense. Unfortunately for you, you have shown me affection. And now you will never be rid of me.
Oh no!
Inevitable. Time to end this.
Blood cleansing dragon.
LMAO note to self. Do not show affection to Galaxy.
Stand still.
You're wasting my time. Blast.
Work is going well. I got to impress my boss with basic computer knowledge.
Well, that's always good. That's always poggers.
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Time to end this.
Show all of the affection to Gal Gal.
Yeah. Gal Gal gets all my love.
Stand still.
It's forward!
Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
Time to end this.
Blood cleansing dragon.
Woo!
At Locken 606 I took a deer quiz and it told me I am a Yandere. So that's why I never get any Boka love, it all goes to Galaxy. Well, at least it's going to a good cause.
Rude! I give you love. Shut up. Alright, guys. We had an extended stream today. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for my lurkers and chatters. Thank you all for my new followers. And
Boka going
remember,
into overtime.
Boka is always cheering for you. Shall we raid someone, chat?
Thanks for the great stream, Boka Bo. Hello, I am new.
Hi, Kill Kill.
Ty Boka for the stream.
Yeah, yeah. Um. Let's raid. I wanted to raid Sunny, but she's not on right now. Should we raid Smoat? They're playing that Pokemon. They're doing a Kaizo Nuzlocke.
Giga just popped on, or maybe Red Claw.
Red Claw or Giga.
I saw the W you got on Twitter.
You did?
Support the lizards, lol.
Support the lizards? Okay, fine. We'll raid the Red Claw. You got me.
You took everything you love about the CRV.
Thank you all, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you.
Greater power for a CRV unlike any before.
You
Adventure
gremlins.
with the most fuel-efficient full-line automaker over the last
And
5
finally,
years.
Smoke Boomba.
Part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles.
Oop.
But I know they'll please my friends,